เอาสองคำในสอง they use
Suppose
according to
totally
that.
different. Let me just see.
พี่งงที่แบบสองสิ่ง
มีสองอันนี้ที่หมายถึงอะไร
ใช่ในสอง
Same, same. Suppose. Different. This is like, suppose you close the window in your room, what would happen? Suppose. Suppose you close the window, what would happen? Suppose you decide to look for a job. Would you have a hard time? Suppose means like if this could happen, suppose. And think of this happening. Nothing to do with, for instance, for example. This is specific.
But example is the same.
For instance,
For instance and for
yeah,
example.
but I can't always use them together. For example, I'll give an example. There are many kinds of pollutants. For example, carbon monoxide, etc., etc., etc. I can't say there are many kinds of pollutants, for instance. For instance usually means things. Okay, there are many courses of study at what for general what. For example, Chinese, English, woodwork. I can't say, for instance,
คน
Chinese
จะใช้
wouldn't work.
teacher is same for instance
For example, very close, but you can't always use them. I was saying before that if I say there are many different kinds of pollutants, for example, I can't say there are many different kinds of pollutants, for instance. I guess you could get away with it. We would all know what you mean.
It's not a common word. Common word.
Yes, it's just that they're used in different cases. For example, okay, this usually begins telling about a situation. This would be maybe a list of things. Okay, all right, let me think of an example. There are many things a person can do inside a house, a home, to cause pollutants. Okay, for instance, a person could smoke. I could say, for example, a person could smoke. Sometimes I can use them interchangeably.
And how about in here? Can we put the, for example, instead of instance? For instance,
Where?
can we put for example instead of for instance?
in this
Okay,
program
let me see.
In
This seems like a good solution. There are many questions. For instance,
for example.
maybe cannot
yeah, you can, but instance is better. You could use both there, but for instance is better. Very close. Have you finished, Rob?
Yes.
ดูสถานการณ์for instance ดูสถานการณ์
Our class would like to welcome a new student in our class, Javed, and I'm sure we will all help him to catch up.
Catch up.
จะใช้ for example ในสถานการณ์
ดูข้อสองตอบเลย
No, no, no.
ข้อสอง people who live in houses people who live in houses
ข้อสอง
นี่ใช่ไหมครับครับ people who live in houses
ข้อสามpeople อ๋อ who live in house people แล้วก็สี่อ่ะ more and bacteria
ข้อสามนี่
ข้อสี่สาร
ครับคาร์บอนออกไซด์นะ
My sister
เคมีคอลเคมีคอลภาษา
เพราะว่ามันเคมีคอลกับ
ไม่ใช่โมกับอะไรเนี่ยมันคือสารเคมีแต่ถ้าอ่านประโยคแล้วเนี่ย this was a gift of chemicals
people อะไรถึงอันนี้ this people
ผมว่ามันแทนกันได้
ได้แต่
people
แต่คือเขาลงไปไม่เขาทำลงไปว่าอันนี้ทำได้แทนอะไร
ใช่ใช่
แต่ไม่ได้บอกให้เราลายเขียนลงไปให้เขาถามว่าคำไหนที่มันเหมือนกับสารนามคนเดียวมันแทนคำไหนก็
เคมีคอลข้อสารข้อสามข้อสามเคมีคอล
ถ้าคำถามที่มันคือไอ้แบคทีเรียโอเคแต่ว่าในคำถามก็ต้องการให้เรารู้ว่าไอเดย์คำนี้มันคือมันหมายถึงอะไร
You have to count lower because I'm sure you're going to
ข้อสี่มันจะบอกว่ามันจะบอกว่าไอ้นักวิชาการที่มันจะพบว่า
Okay,
ไอ้
I'll
ที่
tell you
มา
what 26 is.
หลายสาเหตุของซิกบิวดิ้ง
สารซิโดมซิโดม
ใช่ไหมแล้วอามังดีสก็คือเนี่ยในซอสเหล่านี้มันก็จะมีเชื้อมาแบบนี้นะก็คือเป็นอันนี้เป็น
ซ
ซ
อ
อ
ส
ส
เซลล์ซอส
ที่สองนี่นะ
Four now.
ที่สอง
So it's almost
ไม่ใช่ people who live in the houses
เอาพี่เพิ่มคำเดียวเอาพี่เพิ่มคำเดียว
That's it.
คือพี่เพิ่มคูลีฟอะแต่เราเอาคำเอาพี่เพิ่มแค่นั้นพอละ
แต่ถ้าเติมไม่เป็นไร
ไม่เป็นไร
เพราะว่าจะได้
คือถ้าพี่เพิ่มไปอีกน่าจะเป็นนี่ไงใช่ป่ะ
ซิกบิวดิ้งนะ
ไม่ใช่
solutions
50
solutions
โซลูชัน several solution
ที่เซลล์ชั่น
สิ่งที่
มีหลาย
solution
รวม
มีหลายสาเหตุใช่ไหม
การ
solution
ไม่ใช่ว่า
to the problem several solution หา problem
โซลูชันไม่ใช่การ
solution
มีวิธีการมีหลายวิธีการที่จะแก้ปัญหา
You
workers
don't have to work alone, you can work together.
เวิร์กเกอร์
worker ใช้เฉพาะสิ่งพอแต่
ไม่ใช่ไม่อ่านต่อเองในเวิร์กเกอร์เพราะมันไม่นี้เทคเอาก็คือคนเนี่ยคน
เดนี้
ต้องการนี่ไงทำความสะอาดใช่ไหม
Excuse me, do I have your name here?
solution
แล้วเขาก็ต้องการให้คลีน
Yes, please. Rob, what is your name?
คนทำงานเป็น worker
Oh, good, I'm happy, I'm happy, happy. We have many.
But I would not be able to because like tomorrow I go to the university, so I have to go since the morning till the evening.
ก็เจ็บ
And
แรง
days off come here. 2 days I have to go to my
What temple are you in?
in Thales and whatnot. A bit far from here.
What are you studying in the university?
I'm studying Mohammedan University.
That's a monks university?
Yes. Amen.
So are you studying Buddhism major?
My name is Jyotisar.
How do I say that?
Jyotisar.
Jyotisar. Thank you very much.
This international class.
International.
Yes, it is. What I love is that Prague, Cambodia, and his language is Khmer, but he explains things to you in Thai. Oh yes, this is, I hope you all meet Javid. We're very happy to have you here, and Javid is from Pakistan. Pakistan. So we have Pakistan, Bangladesh, Cambodia,
Vietnam.
Wow. We also have Vietnam not here today, and a few people from Thailand.
นี่ภาคต่างประเทศ
ต่างประเทศหมดเลย
I'm from Japan.
อันนี้เรา
From Laos.
And we have a teacher from America.
And US.
อาเซียน
อาเซียนค่ะอาเซียนค่ะอาเซียนค่ะ
US.
ASEAN.
Asia. Asian.
ASEAN?
ASEAN.
เขาจะอาเซียน
Asian.
Oh,
ASEAN is 10 country community.
Countries AEC.
ASEAN.
oh, Yashin. Oh, I didn't know you pronounce it that way. I say Asian, I pronounce it wrong. Ashin?
Ashin.
Thank you. Okay, Ashin.
ASEAN is Thai style.
How do you say it in Khmer? How do you say it?
ASEAN also.
ASEAN?
But the English they say Asian. Asian. Asian.
มาจากไหนวันคอมมิวนิตี้มาจากไหน
Oh yeah.
Lebanese Muslim community. Yeah.
โอ้โหเนี่ยถึงบอกว่าพระก็ยังเก่งประเทศเราการศึกษาเดี๋ยวไปสู้เขาเลย
You know, I always say that I'm from the States. Many people, Americans say I'm from America, but many South Americans are very offended by that. People from South America, like Brazil, Argentina, say I'm American, and they're right. They're just South American. The United States, we're North Americans. But many United States people talk like there's only one America. It's not true. You know, there's people from Canada are North Americans, Mexicans are North Americans. Oh. Okay, are we ready to go over?
Yes.
All right. I know that the nuisance here is you have to count down all the lines, you know. But, so let's start with, go back to number 1, Prague Diamond.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Answer. Number 1. Paragraph A.
Line 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Reading or answer? Yeah.
What is your answer for they?
The student and teacher.
Okay, would you read this? Would you read the 2 sentences to show how you got that? The same thing
The
happened.
same things happened to dozens of teachers and students at the school. That is it.
And next sentence,
And if you
they, I just wanted to show that the next sentence is they went to doctors. So that's how you know they means the teachers and students. Okay, good. All right. And 2, rainbow. All right, please read the whole, rainbow, please read the whole thing. They, paragraph C. They, I'm sorry, Brenda, they, paragraph C, line 26 twice. They is written there twice, okay? And who are they in line 26?
C
Who are they?
They use chemical and trading.
I'm sorry, Rainbow, I mean, who do we mean by they? Who are they? Who are they?
ในครั้งที่สอง
Right, good, that's right, Rainbow. Rainbow told us the people who live in a typical home. So Rainbow, go to paragraph 3, C, line 26. I'll read the sentence before. The people who live there burn oil, wood, or gas for cooking and eating. Now, begin reading. They might.
Smoke cigarettes.
Rainbow, please read. They might.
They might smoke cigarettes, pipes, or cigar. They use chemicals for cleaning.
Good. Now they're asking us, who are they?
Chemical for cleaning.
Who are they?
The people.
Yes, the people who live there.
Who live in the house? Who live in the house?
Yes, the people who live in the house.
live in the 6 buildings in Rolex.
Yes.
ตรงนี้ด้วย
Okay. Yes.
The people who live in
Okay.
syndrome.
Bear, number 3.
Number 3, then, paragraph C, line 31. These products give off chemicals that we can see, but we do breathe them in.
Good. Now who are them?
That is chemicals.
Good. Them are the chemicals. Very good.
Teacher,
Yes.
can we say carbon monoxide? It's the same.
Wait a minute, the sentence says, these products give off chemicals that we can't see, but we do breathe them in. Now, what are we breathing in? It doesn't say we're breathing carbon monoxide, it says chemicals that we can't see, but we breathe them in. Why do you want to say carbon monoxide?
Is it the same or different?
It's not whether it's the same, it's what's here. The question is, what does them mean here? Now, carbon monoxide is bad for us too, but this is a question of reading comprehension. Here's a pronoun, what does the pronoun refer to? Okay? That's the deal. All right, so, all right, 4, Clark.
Yes. This paragraph D, line 37, this here means the several sources.
These means, yes, would you please read the sentences, Clark, to show that? Experts
have discovered several sources of sick building syndromes. Among these are mold and bacteria, synthetic products, and lack of ventilation.
Okay, so to be cross, so these refers to what?
Several sources.
Yes, sources, several sources of sick building syndrome. Among these, okay, good.
Meaning 6 buildings, several source.
Yeah.
Several source is the cause of 6 building. That's right.
An expert that discovered several sources.
Experts have
Discovered several sources.
The sources of sick building, these are, meaning the sources, these are. So, okay, experts have discovered sources of sick building syndrome. These are
the cause.
mold and bacteria, etc., etc. So what do we mean by these sources of sick building syndrome?
Is it not mold and bacteria? They say among these are mold and bacteria.
Among these, among
these sources, among these sources are.
mold and bacteria is included in among several sources.
Yes.
Several sources.
Yes.
Several.
You're resisting. You're resisting the noun that the pronoun refers to. We don't look for anywhere else. If I say, my brother is in Paris, he is having a good time. You can't tell me your uncle is in Paris too. You know? It's my brother is in Paris, he is having, who is he? Brother. That's it. Okay. All right. So, Didi. 5.
The most important of this is screening.
Excuse me, Didi, would you read the paragraph in the line?
5. This paragraph is line 50. Answer solution.
All right, please read it, Didi. Thank you, that's correct. There
are several solutions to problem of sick building syndrome. The most important of this is screening the building.
Okay, and so these is referring to
Solution.
good solutions. Solutions. Always look before the pronoun for the word it refers to. Okay.
Yes.
Young?
Number 6.
Number 6.
Paragraph E, line 53. Is the meaning the workers.
Okay. Oh, the word is, the pronoun is they, and it refers to workers, correct. They refers to workers. And one, would you please read it?
Then workers probably need to take out carpet, wallpaper, and suraphet in order to remove mold and bacteria. Also, they need to clean out the
Good. So who needs to clean out? Who is they?
workers.
Good, the workers. Good, very good. Okay. And Nadia, are you ready to do 7?
Okay. Then paragraph G, line 73.
Start with for instance, Nadia. Start reading in paragraph G. Please start reading with the words for instance. It's on the second line, Nadia. For instance.
Which pollutants?
Nadia and G, I'm sorry. I just need to start reading with, where's G? Down here. For instance. Start reading for instance.
For instance, which pollution can remove? Which can they remove? How many plants?
Okay, which can they remove? That was the question.
Yes.
Line 73. What does they refer to?
The system.
Plants.
Okay, don't forget, you read, Nadia, which pollutants can plants remove? Which can't they remove? So they means?
Plants.
Plants.
Plants, exactly. Plants. Good. Good. Okay, number 5, we'll just spend a few minutes on, depending if you have evidence, starting with, we're not going to do the number 1. 2, have you ever experienced sick building syndrome? If so, what were your symptoms? So, Pra, you just told us. Pra told us something very interesting, that he had got a headache. Why, Pra? Tell the class, please.
I ever get headache because I always tightly sealed.
Seal what?
Tightly sealed window. Open the window.
Okay, you tightly seal the windows.
Seal the window.
Okay, you tightly seal the windows. He got a headache. What was the solution to your headache?
After that, my friend told me that you had to open your windows. Yes, so I open my window. After that, it's.
After that, no headache. See? Okay, now.
I have an experience too.
Okay, all right. So one thing, I want to remember. What's the word we want to know? When Pra opened the window, what did he get? get something we must have begins with a V.
Fresh air.
Fresh air doesn't begin with a V.
Ventilation.
Ventilation. Okay, yes, fresh air is correct. All right, what's your experience,
Yeah,
Bob?
my experience was during last November. I was in a meditation retreat where there was about few hundred meditators. It was for 10 days course, and the hall was very old, and the air conditioner was very old too there, and it was full of dust. So when the air conditioner runs, then when you get the air from air conditioner, everyone would get sneezing, coughing. So this is for sure, there was many dust in the air conditioner hole. So some of my friends just said that the air conditioner making us this infection. So this was my
No, that's very interesting, Bob. So let me ask you, did they clean the air conditioner?
Finally, when our course was finished after 10 days, then we notified them that it should be clean. The air conditioner is dirty. There is a lot of
But
dust.
the course was over.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, that's too bad.
Because there was we have been in the intensive course, so we can't know each other. There were not many members from authority. So
Well, that's interesting. You know, I didn't know myself, Prab, about the air conditioner, but I just learned, I live in a building in the city, and they said anybody who faces the street has to have the air conditioner cleaned, or you're going to get mold in your apartment. So, which I didn't know, yeah. So that's very interesting, Prab. That's a shame that all the meditators were sick.
yeah, many. But finally, we found a solution that we didn't run the air conditioner very long term because it makes us the problem. So
Yeah,
we prepare not to continue the air conditioner.
yeah, that's what.
We didn't approach to the air conditioner very close because when air comes and it sneezes.
That's very good. That's good for all of us to know. Anybody else have a?
She has some question. Then oh, this is mobile phone. Eh?
That's a phone. I know.
So I was thinking there is any else.
No, let's go to three. Let's see. 3, 4. In your home country, do people usually have house plants? Let me ask you this, folks. Do most people have house plants in your apartments or your homes?
I have that experience too. Even I myself used to keep a plant of basil that is very good and that can remove the mosquito from the room. And if you
What kind of plant?
this is basil, but that basil
How do you say it?
basil is English in Thailand.
Oh, basil. Basil. Oh, I'm sorry. This one. Oh, basil. The herb. Basil that we use in food.
But I found that word, the herb, this is eating people here in Thailand, but in my country, that basil tea is a little bit different. That is,
It's a different kind of basil.
yeah, and Indian people, they miss that a lot. They take care for that, and almost every house it has that plant.
That's very interesting, the basil.
When I read it in the book, then I used to keep that in front of my window in my room, and I feel very. In the book, they say that every other morning when you wake up from sleeping, if you take a breath from that leaves, it makes you very calm, it's very peaceful, something like that. So,
Oh, thank you, Brian. I'm going to get a basil plant. Yeah. Many people grow basil in apartments, even in New York, but they for cooking. But I didn't know that's very good to know. Very good. All right, class, we're going to go on to page 38. Now, I'm going to read the words from the list, and you're going to fill the words in this reading. All right? First, I'd like you to repeat the words and tell me if you have a question on any of them.
Yes.
Access. Would you please repeat, class? Access.
Access.
Creative.
Creative.
Environment.
Environment.
Established.
Establish.
Focus.
Focus.
Global.
Global.
Income.
Income.
Method.
Method.
Predict. predict residence, transportation, under. Now, if you predict something, what are you doing? It's a verb, predict. Forecast, very good, young, forecast. You say something that's going to happen. I predict it will rain this afternoon. Okay? I predict that everybody will get 100 on the test. It's saying what I expect to happen, what I think will happen. What is the noun for predict? Prediction. Okay, if you go to an astrologer, the astrologer will predict what's going to happen in your life. All right, what is a resident?
Stay. Resident.
The people who live in.
People who live there. We are all residents of Bangkok. We are fine. Okay, and global. What's another word for global?
Global is all over the world.
Good, all worldwide, all over the world. Global is worldwide. Okay, and for the writing, you can write in, everybody, be sure to write in your book, use your book for yourself. Okay. Focus. Focus, it's a verb and a noun. If I say that you should, in the which story you read about, they decided to focus on the environment. What does that mean if you focus on something?
Take note. Taking note. Pay attention.
Yes, good. Pay close attention. That's what you zero in. Focus. I'm studying many subjects, but I have to focus on mathematics. That's where I have a problem. Focus. That's what you're going to center your attention on.
Is examining us concentrate?
Very close, Prom. Very close. Very close. Good. Okay. So, any question about any other word? We all know environment now. What would we use? What's another word for environment? Can anyone think of another word for environment?
Something around us. Anything around us?
Yeah, all right, surroundings. All right, surroundings, environment, give you everything, air, water, whatever. All right, so please, all right, why don't we do this together?
Anything missing?
There's good news and bad news about life in modern cities. First, the bad. People who study population growth, a nightmare by the year 2025. Who can find a word to fill in there? People who study population growth, a nightmare by the year 2025.
It's because the front.
Oh, pardon me? Which word did you choose?
This one, the teacher wrote this one, they check the form and get to it.
Yeah, but I didn't want you to do that. Yes, the answers are all there. I'm seeing if you can figure out, Gal, that you're booked. I want you all to write in your book.
เขียนไม้เขียนมายังไม่เซอร์ไม่เป็นไร
Thank you.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. Which word did you come up with? People who study population growth. And we find the word from here. What's the word?
Predict.
Predict. Yeah, predict. People who study population growth predict a nightmare by the year 2025. What population will be more than 8 billion?
Global.
Good. The global population will be more than 8 billion. And almost 4 billion of these people will be living in cities in developing countries such as India and Nigeria. Population growth is already causing unbelievable overcrowding. Due to this overcrowding, many cities have problems with air pollution, disease, and crime. People spend hours in gridlock. That is, traffic so horrible that it simply doesn't move. They're defining gridlock for us. When they commute daily from their homes to their work and back, there isn't enough water, dash, or housing. Transportation. Many people don't have dash to health services or jobs. This one's a little difficult.
Access.
Yes, good. Many people don't have access. Access, if you have access, is available to you. Many people don't have access to health services or jobs. Now the good news. In some cities, instead of worsening urban life, excuse me, my mistaken punctuation, instead of worsening, urban life is actually getting much better. A city and its mayor. It might not be a surprise to find that life in affluent cities is improving. What does affluent mean? Rich. Good, good.
Teacher, excuse me.
Sure.
Could you turn back to the very start is number 5. Number 1. Is there a problem with a smoke? Is smoke? Is G or K? I'm not sure. Is this a
Oh, wait. Okay. Which one? Is there a problem with smog? Oh, smog.
Is there a smoke or?
No, excuse me.
Yeah.
All right. That's a good question, which is, what is smog? No. Smog is in the air. And not smoking, we don't call that smog.
I was thinking.
No, smog is in the air and it comes from a combination of water and other things, and it could be with pollution too.
I understood it now, right?
Yeah.
Something like atmospheric.
It's something like when you can't see, something like a fog. Fog, only smog moves in it too. Smog.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Teacher, one frame.
Good, yes.
It should back 27.
27, okay. Okay.
The paragraph, as you see, that's doing something.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
You see, there isn't enough water, transportation, or housing.
Right. Did I say something wrong?
This
Yeah.
should back to this
Don't have.
Many people don't have access. Let me see. Okay. Many people don't have access.
access to health.
Yeah.
Oh, this one, transportation without. Oh, yeah, I'm confused. Sorry.
Yeah, no, okay, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, it might not be a surprise to find that life in affluent cities is improving. But what about cities that aren't rich? The city of Curitiba, Brazil, proves that it's possible for even a city in a developing country to offer a good life to its
Residents.
Right. The former mayor of Curitiba for 25 years, Jamie Lerner, is an architect and a very practical person. What does an architect do?
Establish.
Architect, right?
Yeah, what does an architect do?
Architects and he constructs some artistic, like there is Buddha statues being constructed. This is the architecture.
Idea for structure.
Yes, yes. The idea is, he designs the building.
Okay.
He designs the building.
No engineering.
An engineer, architect will design what the building looks like.
Alright.
The engineers have to talk about how do we get electricity in, how do we get all the stuff, how do we hold up the building. The engineer has to tell us what do we need to hold the building up, but the architect designs what the building looks like. So suppose an architect designs a temple. He doesn't have to worry how to hold it up. The engineer figures out how to hold the building up. Okay. All right, what is the, not number 6,